lifelong runner. I was the kid in middle school pushing the pace in gym class for the time mile, and was recruited in high school to go out for the team, mostly because some friends knew that I ran a little bit and they just needed an extra body to score on the team. So I wasn't very good when I started. I improved a lot over the 4 years. And by the time I was close to graduation in my senior year, I was doing pretty well. I made all-state in cross country. So when I started looking at colleges, I knew that I wanted to go to a great academic university, but I also wanted a place where I could continue running. And finding the right fit was important to me. I had talked to a lot of different coaches before I came to tour Binghamton, and nothing felt quite right. Just great schools, but just didn't feel like the right place for me. And when I came to tour Binghamton, I listened to Coach Gary Truce during an introductory session to athletes, talking about his philosophies for athletics at Binghamton. And I was just immediately impressed with his energy, his positivity, and his focus on the mind-body connection and how that plays into being a successful athlete. And so really that was a huge factor in why I decided to attend the university. As a female athlete at Binghamton, I never recalled feeling like my opportunities were limited by my gender. I felt that we were fully supported by the coaching staff, the support staff, and the university in general in terms of treating the teams equally. And I really credit Coach Truce and later Coach Mike and other coaches that I had. They just created such a supportive environment regardless of gender. So I never felt that that was an issue. And in some ways, I feel like they provided the women with extra support and encouragement, especially today. There has been a lot of focus on, the female runners in particular, and pressures to lose weight and stay lean. And I never felt that at Binghamton. I felt like we were really treated as individuals where they wanted to support us and help us accomplish all that we could. Without that pressure of feeling like we had to change our body type or do things differently. I have so many great memories of being a student athlete at Binghamton, and I would say primarily the best memories are the friendships that I made and the camaraderie we had on the team. We had such a great group of individuals when I arrived and throughout my 4 years. I made lifelong friendships and just, again, feel fortunate to have had run and had a chance to continue to grow with my team members. In terms of running and racing, I would say my fondest memory probably has to be my senior year running in the national meet. I was having a tough year. I had struggled with a lot of knee pain and would later find out it was a tear in my cartilage. So training was really difficult that year. But I worked with the coaches and I got so much encouragement from Coach Mike and just, keep getting out there and believing in myself. And I went into the race, started a little bit behind, and in the last couple laps, I ended up passing all but one runner. So I finished second in the nation that year, which was awesome. 0.3 of a second outside of first place, which would have also been awesome. Especially because at the time, the university had not yet had a women's national champion. So I was a little bummed about that. But just a few hours later, or maybe minutes later, sometime in that span, one of my teammates, the awesome Monique Hacker, went on to achieve that honor, which was well-deserved because she's incredible. But that was just such a great experience, and I'm proud of what I accomplished. Again, especially knowing that I'd had a tough year, but just, again, was just a great experience and good memory. I would probably say some of my other best memories is just those early years with Coach Truce and all the encouragement that he gave us as athletes. As I said, Coach Truce was a big part of the reason that I ended up coming to the university, but when I look back on how much I gained from him, just that constant positivity and belief in myself was incredible. So I thank Coach for that so much. So today I live in Colorado with my husband and 8-year-old daughter, 6-year-old son, and I have 2 stepkids who are 22, not really children anymore. I balance my mom responsibilities with working full-time with a artificial intelligence tech startup here in Denver. And in my free time, when I can make time, I try and hit the trails. I have been doing ultra marathons on the trails for a few years. I had some good success a couple years ago. My longest race has been the Leadville 100 miler, which starts and finishes in Leadville, Colorado, and is mostly above 9,000 to 10,000 feet. Finished 5th that year, and I've had a couple other big races since, a couple 100Ks, gearing up for a couple big races next year. It is just such an honor to be recognized with this group of other women who, some I looked up to when I was attending Binghamton. I had seen their history, and others that I've read about since. And so I'm just really thrilled to be acknowledged in this way, because I had a great 4 years at Binghamton, and so much of, I think, my continued experiences, I have been able to lean on the growth that I experienced as a student athlete there.